So now that we know what a perfect square trinomial is, they want us to make some of our own. If this first term is x squared, then its square root is just x. If this last term is 100, its square root is 10. Now, as before, I say 10, but this could be either 10 or negative 10. And really, this could be either x or negative x. So either way, our middle term could have a positive or a negative sign, whichever. The middle term is supposed to be 2 times x times 10. So it could be either 20x or negative 20x. I'll get burnt out if I have to say plus or minus every single time I mention one of these, so I may not mention it until the very end of the solution, but for that blank it could be plus or minus 20x. Next one, x squared, the square root is x. 100, the square root is 10. So our middle term has to be 2 times x times 10. So again, it could be plus or minus 20x. I guess the fact that they've put signs in here, they're saying here we want a positive value, so it's got to be the plus 20x. And here they want a negative value, so it's got to be the negative 20x. I believe that's what they're getting at, but in general, either one of those values would work. Here, the square root is 5x. The square root is 6. So our middle term should be 2 times the first square root times the second square root. 2 times 5 is 10 times 6 is 60x. So 60x, or technically negative 60x, would be okay for that blank. And now they get tricky. They give us, it's not the middle one that's missing, so now we have to work a little backwards. The first square root is 3m. Now, whoever did this middle part did 2 times 3m times something, and they came up with 24m. So 2 times 3m is 6m times question mark equals 24m. Divide both sides by 6m. We'll find out what this question mark is. Question mark must be 24 divided by 6 is 4. That means the square root down here was 4. So if the square root here is 4, then the number in this space is not 4, but 16.